We're catching up with Hakan Hayrettin, and it's obviously been a couple of weeks since we last spoke to you. Now, take you back to last Friday. What a difficult day that must have been to have had to speak to your squad about what was about to happen.
Yeah, it was a difficult speech. It was a speech that I had to make to the players. The club have been unfortunately put in a position and decided that we need to furlough our players and certain members of staff. And needs must, I'm afraid, because probably since 1992, it is probably one of the most important decisions the club have had to make. And I'm no exception to that, and I had to abide by the rules.
It's a difficult position because obviously you brought in a lot of these players. You've got to know them personally.
Of course. When you're in a team environment, they're your family. You win, lose or draw, whatever happens, you try and stick together. But like I said, the club have been forced into a position which wasn't the club's doing. And I've publicly said it on many occasions that I think the allocations of the money have been dealt wrong. I think Maidstone have been dealt a terrible hand. And I think the club were well within its rights to explore every avenue to try and get funds in. But you know, I think the last straw was when Sport England said it would have been a loan, that the club decided to then furlough their players and asked me to get a team ready to compete so we wouldn't get in any further altercations with the league. And
that's the thing at the moment, because the vote hasn't been decided yet.
Yeah. We
obviously don't want to be in a position where we can't fulfil the fixture.
For sure. And I think what we're trying to do is do everything the right way. I mean, some of the headlines that came out last week that we want players to play for nothing are sort of correct and accurate, but we want to turn a negative into a positive. You know, we got an under 23 squad that we want to have a look at and utilise some of the players there. You know, we've got some players here that are on the fringe that are going to be still here, and I'm sure we'll put a team out. And if we are to play this week, we'll have to get ready very quickly, and the boys that we've got here are committed to do that.
Obviously, you say so. We're looking at some of these inferior non-contract players. Let's stick with start with the first team if we can. So these are non-contract players that have been in and around the squad.
Of course.
Since September, October time.
I mean, some of them would have been contracted players, but they weren't given that opportunity at the time. Dominic Onusanya, you know, is one that comes to mind. Zini, who I particularly like, he was earning a little bit. He's given up his salary to play. You know, we've got two boys that we've signed recently from Wimbledon, Jack Curry and Archie Proctor, who are going to be available to us, and Jaden Mundell-Smith. So we have some players. Jake Embry's giving up his salary to play. And there's going to be a few more. But we'll assemble a good team together. Hopefully we're not going to go and get beat every week, but we'll put on a good show, and that's the most important thing. If we abide by the rules and we put on a good show, I don't think anyone can complain.
And so alongside those first teamers that you had around you, as you say, there's that under 23.
Yeah, I mean, previous to this lockdown, we signed Ollie Freeman, Jordan Tingley, Max Sutton, Jack Mayhew, Melvin, Ribbins. We've signed these lads because we thought they were capable of being involved in the squad, and nothing's really changed. Obviously, their work commitments are different to what the boys were doing here, so we'll have to have a look at that. But I'm sure we can call upon them if they're required, and we have to look at that very carefully.
What's your message to supporters, well, as opposed to Enwood? Because for them, you know, they knew it was going to be a different year because they've spent their time watching it on an iPad, on a laptop.
Yeah, I think December really, for me, was a difficult month. We missed, I think, 6 games in December. That's put us back quite a bit. If we win, even now, if we win all our games in hand, I think we go 2nd or 3rd in the league, which is a big ask now because we're falling behind on games, whilst others are still playing. So just stick with it, get behind the team, you know, support the lads that they're going to be wearing the amber shirt, get right behind them, win, lose or draw. I'm pretty sure this team's going to give them a good show, and just really be patient. Let's wait for this pandemic to end, then we can have a look at things again. and see where it goes. I've had loads of messages myself. I know the club have been inundated with saying it was the right thing to do. I feel for my team. You know, we had a good team. I feel for the supporters not seeing that team. I feel for everybody really, but I think it was a forced decision upon us. We've had to take it. But now it's time for a little bit of unity. Get behind the lads that we've got wearing the amber shirt. These players are going to be doing their utmost to get some results, and hopefully we can turn a negative into a positive.